Hey Empoweristas, it's Alex Worley, and I am joined by Jennifer Johnson. She is the founder of JJ Dancer Method, which is so much fun. Why don't you explain what it is?
Well, the JJ Dancer Method is a hybrid of dance cardio and toning with resistance bands and light hand weights and ballet bar work and whatever we can get our hands on. So it's all about having fun and really getting a really strong workout.
Strong. Did you see these biceps? Yes. And it was one of my friends who told me about it, and she's ripped. So clearly it works. I love it. And it's great how you combine athleticism, but yet dance, which is, kind of thought as more of a feminine type of movement.
Exactly. Like, I still feel quite the artist when I'm, crafting my workouts every day, with whether I'm in class or with a private client, a celebrity client, or whoever, a stay-at-home mom or whoever it is that I'm working with. It's an art to me. So we'll start with the dancing. We get to all express ourselves. There's a lot of people who can't dance at all, and they come in, and then the next thing you know, a few months later, their friends are telling me she's the life of the party. Like, she starts the party all the time now. She was standing on the table and dancing. So it's not just about the workout. It is, very fitting. It's empowering. It's more about the soul too, not just changing your body.
Isn't that so true that when you dance, you just get connected to that inner creativity and your soul, and you're expressing something within you? I'm a former dancer, so I totally get it. But for those who maybe haven't danced before, give us a little insight into that part of it.
Well, the endorphins, first of all, are insane. Amazing music. You're feeling it. You're letting go. So a lot of times that people who might be a little bit more shy and think that they can't dance, and they're a little bit more concerned about it, or they're feeling embarrassed even, by the end of the class, we're realizing we're all in this together. Like, we're all out there, like, really just having fun. And it's such a form of expression. There's not many workouts that are expressive.
No.
You know what I mean? But dance is an art. So, like, combining the art with the workout, with the training, it's just, there's no compare.
And this method really was birthed from who you are, and that's a dancer. And you used to be a professional dancer. You started dancing at such a young age. So tell me about your dance journey a little bit and how that evolved into this business.
Well, I started dancing when I was 4. And I was professional by the age of 8. So with dance companies, ballet companies, touring, all of that since I was a child, literally. And continued on into adulthood. Still, always. I always knew I was going to be a dancer. So I've always been so very blessed to do what I've loved. I've always in my entire life done what I loved.
A lot of people can't say that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel really... It's just what it is for me, and I feel like everybody should be able to do that. Really, I think it's made me who I am, obviously. But so for the professional dancing, and then at one point it got slow. Like, I toured with everybody. I toured with Beyonce, Kanye West, danced with him, done movies. I kind of did everything you could do.
You were NBA
captain.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. You've done it all in the professional dancing world, and then it got slow.
It got slow out of nowhere. I'm like,
well, the recession.
Hello?
It was around the time of the recession, right?
Exactly. And it was down around that time, and I didn't know what I was going to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do now? It just so happened that when I was the captain of the NBA dance team, they told me that I needed to lose a few pounds. Now, mind you, I was blown. I couldn't believe, what? Excuse
You're
me?
Like, I'm perfect. What's wrong?
How dare you? But that's what got me into the gym. So I'm really thankful for that. And I went hardcore. So I had that background, and around the time when the recession hits years later, and I'm wondering, what am I going to do? Fitness was my calling. I switched over, and it wasn't.
It was the other related thing that you knew very well.
Yeah, I know my body so well. I know how to change my body. I know, what, when you're on tour, when you're competing against all these amazingly talented and beautiful dancers out here in Los Angeles, it's no joke. You have to be fit. There's every little thing counts. So I was very aware of that, and I actually started with Tracy Anderson, who's a really well-known trainer, and I learned a lot from that experience. And while I was there, I realized I could do this on my own. I don't have to work for somebody else. I learned a lot. I was very thankful for my time there. But, I got this. I don't know what it's going to be like when I first leave. I don't know where's the check coming from. I don't know how it's going to be when I leave. But thankfully, as soon as I left, like that became the year that I made more money than I ever had in my entire life. And that was when I went out on my own, took a chance, and it could have been anything, and it wound up being amazing.
Wow, and that's incredible because a lot of times when you start a business, you don't see a salary your first 1, 2, 3 years and upwards. So you had a lot of luck with that, which is incredible. But I'm sure the most important part was that you believed in yourself and that you had that confidence and skill set, and you knew that, and you translated that into a business.
Exactly. I figured this is my time to combine everything that I've learned.
What was the number one thing that you learned right away when you went off on your own and started this business?
Hard work. Hard work, knowing that if I don't do it, it's not getting done. And that's a thing that I've noticed with, the generation now. We all know that they want instant gratification and all of that. And who doesn't? That would be amazing. But if I didn't work as hard as I did in the beginning, then I wouldn't be here now. That's for sure. And I learned the value of, doing something that you love and working hard at it. It doesn't feel so much like work. It is. I got no sleep at first. There was a lot to do because I even had a studio at one point too. So there was a lot to be done. But I'd say working hard, there's nothing that could beat it. Even talent. Hard work outbeats talent. You put your mind to it, you grind. There's nothing you can't do.
And give us an example just to make it a little bit more tangible. Like, what do you mean by hard work? Like, what were some of the things you had to do to make it happen?
In my field, and as far as what I do, and not even just my field, but the way I train. For example, I have clients and I do a lot of private clients, and everything that they're doing, I'm doing. So I'm not a trainer that's sitting there, 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting. I'm doing it with you and counting or whatever it is. So with knowing that,
exhausting
it's physically
for number
exhausting.
one.
So there's days when I had 8 clients. I was by myself at the time. Now I have people that work for me, but at the time I was alone. So I would have 8 hours of working out in one day. Do I tell people, no, I don't have space today? No, I took all 8 of those clients. And because I knew that I needed to build this, I needed to build a rapport. I need people to know that I'm not going to cancel on them. I need people to know that even when I was sick days, no days off, none of that. I need them to know that I'm about the business. I'm about making their body what they want it to be. I'm about getting their goals done, and me canceling and me being flaky and all that isn't going to get it done, isn't going to make me stand out. Because now that I'm on my own, I'm competing with powerhouses like Tracy Anderson, to get these clients and have them come in. I'm competing with people who, have their own, different types of workouts and all this. There's a lot of competition. Right. Especially in LA, again, we are in one of the top competitive markets for fitness and health and wellness and all of that. So I had to do everything that I could to make myself stand out. I didn't have the money to do a marketing campaign. I didn't have the money to hire people and do all this thing. I had to do it myself. So that's what I mean. That's one part of hard work, is the physical part.
And wearing different hats too, learning the business side. Before, you just got to focus on the fitness and the dance
being
side.
An artist.
And now it's like, all of a sudden, I'm a business person.
I'm a business person. I have an LLC. What do I do with this?
So did you just learn as you went?
I learned as I went. And at the end of being at the last studio, I realized that I was going to do that. I knew I was going to go on my own. So I started paying attention. I paid attention to how clients were brought in. I saw the things that I didn't like, and I saw the things that I did like, and I built upon the things that I did and got rid of the things that I didn't, and of course I still made tons of mistakes, learning the billing and, the computer, mind, body, things that as an artist, because I was always an artist. I mean, I had a college degree and all that, but I was always an artist my entire life. And as an artist, there's things that you don't have to deal with. So, learning the business side of it was big. And again, very empowering. Like I'm doing this on my own. I don't need anybody's. I got this. You know?
And you were telling me off camera how before you would be waiting for someone else to hire you, whether it was gig by gig when you were a professional dancer, or if it was working for Tracy Anderson, you were waiting on her sometimes. And now it's like, no, I'm creating my own thing. I'm in control, and there's no waiting around. And that has been one of the most empowering parts for you, right?
Oh my God. It's amazing to be able to take control, take it by and
Yeah.
do with it what you can. Build whatever you can, make it as big as you can. As hard as you work, the more you think about it, the more you create. Surround yourself with positive people. I really feel like the sky's the limit. I feel like I've been on this path now, and things have been, I feel like the universe, God, have kind of laid it out to me. I feel like I'm kind of just walking through life right now, and just beautiful opportunities are presented to me, and I take them and I do the best with them that I can. I work as hard as I can. I do the best job that I can do in every little situation, because again, with fitness, there's so many facets. There's so many ways to go. Like, I do the videos, and companies will hire me to do that. I'll fly out to I just got back from China, doing a fitness tour in China. Like, I'll go there and do that. I'll do magazine stuff for Cosmo. I'll do lots of videos, and
so many branches from your core business.
Exactly.
And it's just kind of all unfolded. Like, each step has led to the next. And you probably, with a lot of these opportunities, don't even have to seek them out. You probably just kind of build it and they come.
And they actually have not sought out pretty much any of these opportunities. They really have all been presented to me, and I think it's all because of the hard work and all because of the love and the passion that I have for what I'm doing. I think it reads. It's just true. And it's, if you find whatever it is, I tell my friends this all the time that are kind of doing something they're not happy with. They're in a 9-to-5. Sure, we all have to do stuff that we don't like. Now, let's put that out there first. We're not always going to be doing everything that we love to do and make $1 million bucks, from it.
You have to pay your dues, get experience.
Yeah. Exactly. And luckily, I started paying my dues when I was 4. I've been doing I gathered all of the things that I've learned throughout my past and throughout my life to put it into what I'm doing now.
And one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome that so many people can relate to is fear.
Fear.
Where does that show up in your life, and how do you deal with it?
My fear reveals itself in self-doubt. A lot of times I'll be doing something. Is this good enough? Should I do this? Should I say this? Should I,
I can relate.
Yeah. Right? And you're just getting in your own way. And I realized, just do it. Like, just go for it and don't stand in your own way, because no one can block you more than yourself. And I've noticed that, I've realized that more and more as I'm doing my own business, because it doesn't stop. Like, just because you are successful at something, or, things are going your way, that self-doubt, boy, it creeps in there. And
it never does completely go away. You just start to get a little bit better at managing it, right?
Just kind of dodging it a little bit.
Yeah, and the thing is you're not always going to say the right thing. You're not always going to do the right thing, but that's okay too. It's like just doing it anyway, because like you said, you don't want to get in your own way.
Exactly. There's nothing worse.
And so you have to check out her classes, and you might even be by a celebrity. What are some of the celebrities that are in your classes?
Dewan-Tatum is one of my faves.
Cool.
She's amazing. Olivia Munn comes all the time. Nicole Scherzinger, whenever she's in town, she's there every morning. I've trained Jessica Alba, got her ready for a couple films too. But yeah, you never know.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Yeah, and they're so amazing. All these ladies are and they work so hard. Like, you look at them, you're like, how do they look like that? Because they work.
And lastly, what is your definition of empowerment?
My definition of empowerment is, beyond your self-doubt, being the best you that you can be. Being as strong as you can be, not letting anything stop you, not letting anything get in the way of whatever your goals are, because I really believe that every single person can do whatever it is that they want to do. We all manifest our own destiny. And if we all believe that, we are all empowered. Whatever it is that we want, whatever our goals are, whatever our desires are, we can have them.
I love that. And let us know what your definition of empowerment is using #Empowerista, and we'll show you some social media love.